What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day. The NBA for sure isn't. They were hit with one of the biggest bombshells that can be hit with a league. Yes, you guessed it. Sports betting. I want to cut to the chase. This morning, the FBI arrested two very well-known individuals associated with the NBA. NBA player Terry Rozier, who plays for the Miami Heat, and also Chauncey Billups, head coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. Now, they were both arrested early these mornings. I guess one was in the East Coast in Florida, Terry was, and they also snagged Billups here in Portland. So they're waiting to be arraigned. Federal insider trading, illegal sports betting, conspiracy to commit fraud, wire fraud, and a whole gamut of charges. Now, these are only a couple of the main names. They love to, run the black guys through the mud first, of course. But there are 31 individuals named in this indictment or this charge, and some of them are not all black. And the crime families of New York are some of the prevalent people involved in this. Gambino crime family and a couple others. So they have yet to name them by name, but they'll run these black guys through the mud, and rightfully so. They're in the public eye as well. And this only leads down to greed. That's basically what this is telling me. Why do you have to be so greedy? You're making millions upon millions. You have that opportunity. You have the blessing to play for the NBA and coach. These other guys they don't give a damn. But a little bit of info about the charges. See, Terry Rozier, they've been investigating this guy for a couple of years now. Now, I heard some whispers a couple of years ago, and it kind of went by the wayside. I totally forgot it, didn't even make a video about it. It got completely ignored. All the while, the FBI have been investigating their ass. All the while, the FBI has been investigating their ass with a telescope, with a microscope. No doubt about that. So this has something to do. So if this was a couple of years ago that this investigation has been going on, this obviously was in the Biden administration, which leads me to bring politics into it, because that's what Stephen A. Smith is doing. If you guys watch the ESPN this morning, he just brings Trump is coming for you. Trump, how do you know this? With your broken jaw, probably sucking too many, you know what?
We all know what other stuff that I do. We know what world that I live in terms of politics. How many times, for one incident after another, have I said, Trump is coming. He's coming. I'm going to say it on national television again. Bad Bunny is performing at the Super Bowl, and all of a sudden you hearing ICE is going to be there.
Got the nerve to even be on TV looking like that. You need to sit your ass down. Please take a break. No one's trying to look at the Hunchback of Notre Dame. An elephant man looking mother. You look like you got in an alley fight with LeBron James for talking too much shit. With your jaw looking like that. But anyway, so Stephen A. Smith this morning, I was like, oh man, I was looking at him. Even Monica, she stepped up. She was like, whoa, you're really taking it there.
Go ahead, Monica.
No, I think,
It's tough.
No, I think there's an offline conversation for us to have.
Sure.
To acknowledge the climate that we are in is fair, is wise. To believe that sports are going to be absolved from all that's happening, I get that.
Totally engulfed the whole show this morning about political this, political that, how Trump is coming, Cash Patel, Terry Rozier, the player, the NBA player for the Miami Heat. He played for the Charlotte Hornets, I believe. Fairly decent player, above average player, making a good amount of money. And what they're alleging that he's doing, straight from, the DOJ and the FBI, they're alleging that, and they got the games docked. They're alleging that he conspicuously had an ailment or had to leave a game or got some information and passed it along to others about other players that may not have been able to play medically. So they basically obtained medical information to where it was potentially used and given to other bettors. Now, I've seen some Asian folks up in here too. Goes by the name of Pham, that was in the indictment. And I thought that was interesting as well. Because we're not just talking about a couple of black dudes who's out here illegally gambling. This is a whole setup, a whole countrywide ring that they're dealing with. And a lot of moving parts. A lot of greedy ass people trying to make this money, even though they're already millionaires, even though we think that they may have enough money. No one ever has enough money that they think of. If they can be greedy and skim the top and not get caught, that's exactly what they're going to try to do. On God, everything. That's exactly what they're going to try to do. That's what a lot of people with no heart, no integrity do. Yes, you got your hand caught in the cookie jar. Chauncey Billups, back to Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups, now he has gotten charged specifically for illegal gambling poker games and rigging, having knowledge allegedly of those games being rigged, along with the crime family. The cards, the card shuffler was manipulated. X-ray vision. They do not want any illegal gambling going on. Even though they're making so much money, they don't want anyone else doing it illegally. And they come down hard with these gambling situations too. Now, the NFL, they have dealt with their own situations and they have slapped folks on the wrist. Calvin Ridley being one of them. The NFL seems to not have any rings, but who's to tell? Many of these leagues probably do have rings. But in the cases that we've seen with the NFL, it seems like these are individual occurrences happening. Like NFL, I can totally get it. Because, every play matters. They're not making as much as NBA players. NBA players, y'all just greedy. You mean to tell me all these sports betting advertisements and advertisers want to use these players, use these platforms to get in, and then ultimately the United States of America is telling, hey, tens of thousands of players in these leagues, no, you can't gamble. You can't have a piece of this pie. We can, as a normal citizen, but because you play professional sports, nope, you can't have a piece of this pie. Man, that's very hard to take internally. Especially when you're a player and you have knowledge or hadn't had knowledge of things that are going on. You might have been a worker for the franchise or the club, and you may know some insider information. That's what we're calling it. And you want to bet. This is wild. This is wild. I do not like Stephen A's take on it. He was rambunctious. He acted as if he knew something that we didn't know, and him connected to Gil's Arena. You seen how Gilbert Arenas, he was caught up with the same exact thing early this year. So they're paying very, very close attention to this. But the way he came happy and energetic and enthusiastic out of jail seems to me that, damn boy, did you snitch? Hello. Did you say I'm gonna uncover this whole thing? Or what? Because you so damn happy to run your ass up out of there. It was wild, man. It's wild. The NBA just started this season off, and they already have a big ass meteorite hitting them in the face.